I decided to start a self-improvement channel. I was meticulously sitting and writing down my script. I pressed record, and then I realized that I'm shit at speaking. I couldn't formulate basic, simple ideas. I couldn't explain the most basic things. I was stuttering, mumbling my words. I was like, damn, I should do something about it. I can live having this kind of communication skills. But it was not enough to convince me to start improving my speech. Before I give you practical tips that help me to improve my speaking skills, I want to emphasize the mindset shift that finally convinced me to take on this journey. It was the fact that I noticed that all successful people, I mean entrepreneurs, even the people who climb the career ladder, any celebrity you can name, they all possess impressive communication skills. Like, you never see a successful high status businessman go, my name is Brian and I have like a shop store. It's never like that. They shine with energy and their words are sharp as a knife. They speak eloquently. That's when I realized that it is a vital behavior that successful people do. Vital behavior is a behavior you have to do in order to become like them. So it was no-brainer for me to finally start my self-improvement journey. So let me give you one example to prove my point. Like, let's say you have GPA of 3.4. You can study 10 more hours per week and you will probably achieve GPA of 3.7. And this difference in GPA is not really going to help you out in life. Like, the chances that you will get a job with a higher GPA of 3.7 than 3.4, like, is like 5% more, maybe 10% more. Not a significant difference. But if you spend 10 hours per week perfecting your communication skills, I believe your chances of getting a job will rise up more like 100%, maybe even 200%. Like, there will be a big difference. The person who is an average speaker will get outperformed in the interview by a person who is good with his tongue, explaining ideas, presenting himself better, seems more confident. Because when your speech is shit, you seem less knowledgeable. You seem less attractive, like everything just goes downhill. So if you have 10 extra hours per week, it's better to allocate to improving on your speech. Even like high leverage positions at corporations, like salesmen who makes a shit ton of money, even engineers, even computer science project managers, they climb the career ladder thanks to their communication skills. Like, there are a lot of good coders in the company, a lot of good programmers. The way they were standing out from the crowd because they were good at communicating with others, explaining ideas. Now they don't even code, like they just outsource coding work to lower position workers and all they do is manage, even though they're computer science. So it's just no brainer, bro. Just work on your communication skills. I still have a long way to go, but in the last 9 months, I made tremendous progress. So here's how I did it. So basically, 9 months ago, I was just as I explained to you, this mindset shift and the fact that my speaking skills are shit. It was at the back of my head, yes, I should probably start improving on my speech, but you know how? The biggest obstacle is the lack of space. Like, you see, currently I'm at the nature site, so I can scream at the top of my lungs. But when you're at home, like, you feel kind of cringe talking on the camera, especially if someone can hear you. I couldn't battle this fear, so I was just searching up for places of solitude. And luckily, near my office, I work like on a 5-minute walk from here. There was a park, this beautiful nature site, where there is almost no human beings passing around. You probably can also search up a place to improve on your speech. That's the first thing you need to do, find a place. Second thing is that I had a busy schedule, like I was working full time and then I also was studying after coming from office. I also have like my gym sessions. Like, I know everybody is busy, so I didn't really have energy to research up like the optimal communication improving like tactic or something. I was too lazy to research it because I couldn't afford to spend 2 days trying to find the best way for me to improve my skills. But you know, in retrospect now, looking back, I realized that it was actually stupid of me not to allocate 2 days. If I allocated 2 days into researching speaking abilities and how I can start improving it, maybe my grades would be even lower and I would be at a higher chance of getting fired from my job. But I would make a tremendous progress in 2 days into my speech improvement journey, which would help me for the rest of my life. Wasting 2 days like half a year ago was not really significantly affecting my life, but it was significantly affecting my speaking journey. So I think this tip is to not be lazy and allocate 2 days, maybe even 1 week, trying to find the best way for you to improve your speech. I was too lazy to do that and it was a mistake. The third tip, the final tip. So how did I actually do it? So I didn't do any research, so I had no idea how can I improve my speech. So the most logical thing that comes to mind is to just practice it, right? So I was doing exactly that. I was practicing speaking. I was literally coming to this very site every day and literally speaking to myself. The topic could be anything. Maybe I was reading up a book, so I would just talk about this book. Or maybe I would just describe my life, like keep a diary or something. I would take my camera and speak to the camera and then just delete the video afterwards. I was literally just practicing speaking. No specific topic. It can be anything. Just extract words from your mouth. That's the only instruction you need. And the final thing you need to keep in mind is that it is a difficult habit, especially if you're not used to talking to the camera or explaining ideas. At first, it will seem strange. It will seem awkward because you're not used to doing it. If you feel like you're going to procrastinate on it, choose the path of least resistance. What I mean by that is make it as easy as possible. At first, I was literally speaking for 3 minutes every day. My only rule was I should come to the site and speak for 3 minutes on any topic I desire. Only 3 minutes. After 1 week, I increased it to 4 minutes. The next day, I increased it to 5 minutes. And then like after 2 months, I was speaking 30 minutes every single day. 30 minutes is quite a large number, but I didn't start immediately at 30 minutes. I was slowly working up to 30 minutes. That way, it was not that hard for me. The second reason I was not procrastinating on it, because you see the view, it's quite beautiful. Like I'm sitting at my office and like my head is blurry and I need a way to like relax my mind. That's why I come here and just look at the trees and my mind kind of relaxes. These two reasons helped me out a lot. So basically, find the space for you to practice speech. Ideally, it should be a park because it soothes your mind and kind of gets you into the mood of speaking. Like if you can find some nature site, maybe near the sea or something like that, it would be perfect. Maybe you can even travel like maybe to the nearest park or to the nearest sea view or something, like some solitude, beautiful nature site. And it is worth traveling even if it takes 1 hour, because as I already explained, communication skills are too important to sleep on them. So yeah, that's how I improved my speech. You can clearly see the difference if you watch my first video and watch it now, how I speak. Now I don't even need breaks, like I don't stutter. Initially, I was writing like this stupid ass script, every single word, and then I was trying to memorize it. No longer I do it. I just write bullet points and follow it. So yeah, stay strong and improve your fucking speech.